My name is Claire Gass. I was a young girl in 1914 when World War I was declared. This is me and my friend Sarah. We saw all these posters, kind of guilting us into helping with the war effort. We were supposed to send our boyfriends and our fathers to the war. These posters kind of made us feel important. They said, "Your country is calling you. Are you doing your bit?" I felt like I had to do something. Although I was still young, I wanted to make a difference. At any moment, I felt like whatever I could do for the war effort would make us achieve victory. Many of my friends, and even some of my grandmother's friends, were volunteering in the factories. This was really tough work. They had to make munitions, and it could explode at any moment. They often worked in crowded and poor conditions where there was not enough light. It wasn't heated, and they often complained of standing for long hours. There wasn't a lot of respect for them. I, on the other hand, wanted to be a nursing sister. I joined the Nursing Sisters in Toronto, Ontario in 1915. There I am. I'm so excited to be going overseas. I even joined with my sister Elizabeth. My parents were a little worried, but being British Canadians, we were super loyal, and we just felt like we had to do everything to help the Empire win this war. At first, when I got shipped overseas, I stayed in England, and it was pretty fun. I made some friends, and here we are just making some flowers to send over to the soldiers so that they could be a bit cheered up fighting in the trenches. We didn't really have good living conditions, but we were pretty happy, and we thought it was pretty exciting to be overseas. As I got more responsibilities, I moved into the hospital tent. The conditions were really bad. We did not have enough medicine. It was dirty, and so we couldn't have sanitary operations or surgeries. And then I became a nurse's aide in the operating room. As the battles got worse and worse, we had to do more and more operations. Soldiers were dying from simple things like a cut that got infected. As the war dragged on, I saw more and more soldiers get killed. It seemed like every day we were going to a funeral. The Battle of the Somme was a bloodbath in 1916, and many British soldiers from Newfoundland were killed within the first 3 minutes of the battle. It was such a sad scene to see all of these young soldiers die on a regular basis with their whole futures ahead of them. The Germans were awful and were bombing hospitals all over the Allied effort lines. I myself saw many nurses die and pass away from the bombing of our hospital tents. This was completely illegal, but resulted in the death of many of my friends.